Warning, what you're about to watch is just a conspiracy theory. The information presented today has neither been confirmed nor denied and is not intended to harm anyone or anything. The views and opinions expressed in today's video does not reflect the views of YouTube or any of its employees. Viewer discretion is advised.
It's us.
What we do in life echoes in eternity.
Us. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. Many issues plague the world that are caused by us, human beings. And I'm talking about everything from black on black crime, to racist crimes, to government corruption, to the massive corporate takeover of our nation. We even are the cause of a lot of our own hurt and pain because we tend to make decisions that are bad for us, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Jordan Peele, the creator of the thriller film Get Out, is back with the new horror film called Us. And just like he did with Get Out, people are already seeing a deeper social message behind this film. But exactly what that social message may be is kind of unclear now, because this movie has yet to release. One theory I found floating around online actually suggests that Jordan Peele was trying to warn us, or African Americans, to get out of the US. And as crazy as it sounds, we also seen this same symbolism take place in Donald Glover's music video for This Is America. A full breakdown of that music video can be found in the description of this video. Donald Glover also had the biggest record on the Get Out soundtrack called Stay Woke. Are both Donald Glover and Jordan Peele trying to warn us of something? It really makes you wonder if the title of this movie, Us, is a double meaning for the United States. Maybe he's warning all Americans to get out of the United States before it's too late. It may seem far-fetched to some people, but when you watch the trailer for this movie, it's clear that this movie is all about double meanings. In the movie industry, double meanings are usually accompanied by Illuminati signs and symbolism. And when it comes to Jordan Peele's new movie, Us, the horror comedian holds no punches. So in today's video, we're going to do a full breakdown of the hidden signs and symbols you may have missed in the trailer for the upcoming film, Us. My name is Devin Worlds, and this is Us.
It's us.
Creep on in.
Before I go forward, I must remind everyone that this is just a conspiracy theory and it is not intended to harm anyone or anything. Now, when it comes to the trailer for the upcoming movie Us, many people have come up with their own theories about what is going to take place in this film. The one thing that people can't exactly figure out is what is the reason why Jordan Peele would use the song I Got Five on It to present his new horror film. But today, I have a creepy theory, and it involves every single one of us. So every 2,160 years or so, it is said that we enter into a new age. Many people still believe that the Mayans incorrectly predicted the end of the world, but it has been proven by several scholars and archaeologists that the real translation was not about the end of the world, but about the end of an age. Before 2012, we were in what was known as the age of Pisces, the fourth age. But after 2012, we entered a new age, the age of Aquarius, the fifth age. Therefore, we see so many major corporations, movies, video games, and songs about the number 5. Here are just a few so you can see how much they put it in our face. For the Illuminati, the fifth age is indeed the beginning of the New World Order.
The affirmative task we have now is to actually create a new world order.
And the song I Got 5 on It isn't the only way Jordan Peele promotes this fifth age symbolism. The number 5 can be found several times in this trailer. If you need proof that we are now in the fifth age, then take a look at the world around you. The Pisces is a water sign. The Pisces age was all about drugs, vaccinations, chemicals, anything water-based. Although Aquarius is often known as the water bearer, Aquarius is really an air sign. So notice how from the late 80s throughout the 90s leading all the way into the age of Aquarius, we have been introduced to more things, more technologies that take place through the air, like lasers, invisible frequencies, bandwidths, signals, RFID implants, 4G, and now 5G. Flying drones that deliver packages and everything else. Here's a short clip of an astrologist by the name of Diana Garland talking more about it.
But also, Aquarius is not a private sign. Aquarius is about the collective. It's all about sharing, and Facebook and all of these social media sites. No more privacy anymore. And the worry that I have as we're adjusting and coming very slowly as the light is dimming up, coming into the age of Aquarius, that we won't, we'll start to lose individual human rights.
So perhaps Jordan Peele is warning us to get out of the US now. Perhaps he's warning us of the fifth age, the New World Order. Perhaps this is exactly what he means when he says, watch yourself, and that we are our own worst enemies. This could also literally mean be careful of the things you do. There is no more privacy. Everything is being exposed. The all-seeing eye is watching us. Or it could even mean watch your own government, your own country, your own fellow citizens, because anybody can be an agent for the system. Now think about that for a moment.
But how we move forward, age of information, is going to be the difference between whether we survive or whether we become some kind of fucked up dystopia. Thank you. Stay woke, bitches.
When it comes to Hollywood, it seems as if you can always expect to see themes of Freemasonry. And the movie Us seems to be no different. It is said that Freemasons believe in duality, in double meanings, in double speak. It is also said that Freemasons believe in the power of light and darkness, of good and evil. They would tell you that Jesus is the good guy, while at the same time, they will tell you that Lucifer is also the good guy. This is why in every Freemasonry lodge, you see a checkerboard floor. You also see this regularly in movies, including Jordan Peele's new movie, Us. Notice in this scene how the son's pants have the checker pattern, along with his pillows, his blanket, his bumblebee plush, which stands for the same thing, and even his curtains. It's not just in the little boy's room. Look at the curtains in this scene, and if you pay close attention, you can also see the same checkerboard pattern on the curtains in this scene. And you can also see the checkered pattern on the floor in this scene. And if that's not enough evidence to convince you that this is an Illuminati Freemason film, then maybe the release date will. The release date for this film is oddly set for March 22nd, or 322. The number 322 is widely known as the number of another secret society, known as Skull and Bones. The number 322 can even be found in their own insignia. What's even more crazy is it's a well-known fact that many of our U.S. politicians are a part of a secret fraternal order, including but not limited to the Freemasons, the Boule, and Skull and Bones. And people believe all these secret societies collectively make up the most powerful group in the world, known to many today as the Illuminati. So when watching the trailer for this movie Us, one of the first things that you should have noticed was the Monkey Paw Productions logo on the screen. We see and hear the spoon hit the side of the teacup, just like in the movie Get Out. This is a method of hypnosis, and it is meant to put you to sleep or into the sunken place. Also notice how the monkey paw hand is making the sign 666. Is that a coincidence? In my opinion, no. But then again, that's just my opinion. But another thing, as a black man, I am not comfortable with the fact that this movie was produced by a production company called Monkey Paw. It is clear and plain to see that this movie is targeted to African Americans. I am starting to wonder if this is subliminally calling black people monkeys. From the moment the teaspoon hits the teacup, this symbolizes the hypnosis or mind control that is being put on you, the unsuspecting viewer. At this moment, you begin your trip down the rabbit hole until you finally reach your destination, Wonderland, where things really begin to get strange.
No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
Are you beginning to feel crazy? Maybe you shouldn't have followed that white rabbit. Many conspiracy theorists believe that movies such as The Wizard of Oz, Pinocchio, and Sleeping Beauty are used in MK Ultra Monarch programming. In each case, the slave is given a particular interpretation of the movie storyline in order to enhance programming. For example, a MK Ultra slave watching The Wizard of Oz is taught that somewhere over the rainbow is the happy place, where a disassociative trauma slave must go in order to escape the unbearable pain being inflicted upon them through electric shock therapy. In fact, if you ever seen The Wizard of Oz 2, this is exactly what is happening to Dorothy, and this movie just happens to be made by the same company that made the other MK Ultra movies mentioned before. That's right, Disney. And one of the biggest Disney films of all time just happens to be one of the biggest MK Ultra movies to ever exist. And the movie Us is filled with this symbolism from this movie. If you followed that white rabbit, then you know I'm talking about Alice in Wonderland. It is said that MK Ultra handlers tell the MK Ultra victim, which are usually in some insane asylum, to follow the rabbit and disassociate. This ultimately helps them, the victim, to separate their minds from their bodies. This is why Disney movies and other shows are so important to programmers. They are the perfect hypnotic tool to get the child's mind to disassociate in the right direction. In several different versions of Alice in Wonderland, Alice is locked up in an insane asylum and has gone under MK Ultra shock therapy. That is why nobody believes her about Wonderland. They just simply think she's crazy. This is the exact same thing that happened to Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz 2. In the trailer for the movie Us, we are shown the Alice in Wonderland rabbit symbolism over and over again. Is the mother in the movie Us playing the role of Alice? Is she actually crazy? Is she actually locked away in an insane asylum? And if not her, then most definitely the doppelgangers who appear to come from a parallel universe or world of their own, just like Wonderland. But at any rate, it would appear that the mom is indeed playing the role of Alice, and according to the synopsis of this film that can be found on the website usmovie.com, she is haunted by unexplainable and unresolved trauma from her past and compounded by a string of eerie coincidences. Could this movie be Jordan Peele's way of using mind control to send us all to Wonderland?
And it's a big culture of mind control too. MK Ultra mind control rules in Hollywood. If you don't know, Google that and look into it.
There's a lot of things that the rabbits could symbolize, but perhaps the rabbits also symbolize the use of cloning. What if the good family is actually the doppelgangers of the seemingly crazy family? What if the crazy family that appears to have come from the insane asylum we see in the movie were cloned, and the rabbits were the first cloning experiment before humans? This would explain why the crazy family wants to kill their doppelgangers, because their lives were stolen. But for now, this is all speculation. Of course, we won't know anything until the Skull and Bones date of March 22nd. But if it's one thing I know, Sleeping Beauty and Snow White are almost the same movie. Aurora pokes her finger on a thorn and falls into an eternal sleep, and Snow White eats the poison apple and also falls into an eternal sleep. It is said that both movies are often used in Monarch MK Ultra programming, and in the scene that shows the mom as a little girl, we see in her hand the apple, which is another common Illuminati symbol because it stands for forbidden fruit, forbidden knowledge from God. MK Ultra victims are often told to eat the apple like Snow White so they can rest and be at peace, so they can disassociate from reality. Wonderland and Oz can only be found in a very deep sleep.
But it wasn't a dream. It was a place. And you were there.
And just like in every MK Ultra film, you can find the use of magic in this film. In this scene, you can clearly see an attraction on the beach called Merlin's Forest. You can also see the arrow pointing inside, and it says, "Find yourself." Ironically, later in the film, the whole family will find themselves. Also in this scene, you can see the two little boys in the closet. To some people, it may seem as if the boys are mirroring each other, but I happen to believe that they are doing a magic ritual of some sorts. You can see a clue to this by observing the upside down magic board found in the closet. Candyland symbolizes another world, another land. And guess who, while both boys are wearing a mask, is like Jordan Peele's way of asking us to guess which is the real family and which is the fake.
Is it me? Is it you? Who knows? Guess who? Can you guess who with the mystery? You're missing where I have.
With all the signs and symbols discussed so far about the movie Us, it's hard to believe that there could even be more. In the family's beach house, you can find this picture on the wall. In a closer shot, you can see clearly what is taking place in this picture. Does this pose look familiar to you? How about now? This image mirrors this scene in the Donald Glover music video for This Is America. Is this another clue that Jordan Peele is warning us that us is a double meaning for the US? The more I watch the trailer, the more I feel like this movie will have some sort of connection to Get Out, whether it's a prequel or sequel. And no, the movie is not called Get Out 2, but that doesn't mean both movies don't take place in the same universe and aren't somehow connected to each other. After all, Annabelle, The Conjuring, and The Nun all have different names, but are all connected and presented as sequels and prequels to the other films in the Conjuring universe. Also take notice how the movies seemingly start off the same way. In Us, the family is driving down a road to reach their destination where things will get crazy. The same thing for Chris and his girlfriend in Get Out. The monkey paw logo with the teacup from Get Out. Now, most might just believe this is simply the logo they came up with for Monkey Paw, but on the website for the movie Us, the Monkey Paw logo doesn't have a teacup. The same shocking and memorable face expression that Chris makes in Get Out when he is sent into the sunken place is the same face the mother makes when she meets her doppelganger as a little girl for the first time. Also, the mother crying strangely resembles the grandmother crying in the movie Get Out. But perhaps all of this is just a coincidence. But I'm willing to bet Jordan Peele has a surprise in this movie for his fans of Get Out. I'm willing to bet that this movie is secretly Get Out 2.
If you want to get crazy.
Throughout the trailer, Jordan Peele put us all through a psychological test called the Rorschach test. Probably to see how crazy we are. And you know,
we can get crazy.
Whether you agree with the theories presented in today's video or not, Jordan Peele clearly had a message for us during the Rorschach test presented in this trailer. We see this ink blot at the end of the trailer. What is it that you see? If you see a rabbit, then you may not be crazy after all, and you might understand what his message was all along. He wants us to follow the White Rabbit on March 22nd.
I'm the White Rabbit.
Jordan Peele, the creator of Get Out and the producer of the remake of the Twilight Zone series, is back with another horror film that seems to be filled with heavy themes of MK Ultra and has many hidden Illuminati signs and symbols. But what are your thoughts? Is this movie about MK Ultra and cloning? Is this movie filled with Illuminati signs and symbols, or am I just crazy? Is this movie a sequel or prequel to Get Out? Sound off in the comment section and let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. My name is Devin Worlds, and this is Us.
You know how sometimes things line up? Coincidences?
Thank you for watching Up TV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here, and don't forget to subscribe to Up TV and Up TV 2 for even more great videos.